do a video on this or not, but maybe this will help somebody else out there. So to the person that's out there, okay, that you may have like these goals set up in your mind or whatever, or you wrote them on pieces of paper or whatever. One of the things that I must say, okay, so I've been doing social media content for 6.5 years, okay, and from taking Peach's McIntyre class, one of the things that she had us dive into was Brian Tracy, okay, and I remember hearing Brian Tracy from watching his videos on YouTube, and one of the things he said, sometimes it'd take it could even take 5 to 7 years for you to be able to see, the seeds that you done planted, okay? Do not, I know at times it may feel a certain type of way. It may feel like you just planting these seeds, but you probably don't see like or feel that you see anything coming into fruition. Is working. Okay. And I constantly tell myself that, okay, I'm constantly reading books and stuff like that because I really want you to understand and get that everything that you are putting out, the seeds that you putting out, it is really, really working. And I just feel so focused, okay? And as I've been doing, social media and stuff like that, when I first showed up on this platform on, making videos and contents and stuff like that, I got a little distracted, okay? Because it was different opportunities. And that's another thing. You got to be mindful of the distractions. So one of the things I would say, what, Amani? All right, just take it off. One of the things that I had said, I would say, oh, well, let me try to do this. Let me try to do network marketing. Let me try to do all these different things. And you really have to do what is calling your heart, the thing that you are really passionate about. And this brings me to my next point. The other day, I was in the kitchen and I was listening to Bob Proctor. Okay, it was a video that he had did, I think about like 6 years or 7 years ago, and it was a young guy that was interviewing Bob Proctor. And one of the things the young guy said was, like, so how would people, basically manifest the desires or manifest they dreams and stuff, right? And one of the things Bob Proctor said, or no, the kid said, well, some people, they want to give up or whatever it is like that because they don't see things happening quick enough for them. And one of the things Bob Proctor said was, he said, if you are really passionate about whatever it is you're doing, there's no giving up. You don't give up. Okay. Giving up is not even in a question. And what really caught my mind and my attention was when Bob Proctor said, what tends to happen is a lot of people, they start doing other things besides the thing that they was passionate about. Right. And I had an aha moment a few months ago, or yeah, a few months ago. And I was doing a TikTok video. And one of the things when I was doing the TikTok video, I had like this aha moment of why things have been going right a certain type of way for me. Okay. Like when it comes to my numbers and stuff like that. And one of the things that I started thinking was, oh, because of me being sidetracked and the energy, I don't know. It just feels so different now. Like me making the videos and being focused. I don't know if it was because of my fast, my 7-day water fast. Um, but it just seems so different compared to like the videos and everything that I used to do before. It's still the same exact videos, the inspiration and stuff like that. But now it's like I wouldn't watch TV before, barely. Okay, I would watch a movie or probably a series or something. But nowadays, like the other day, I turned on the TV and it was just like I wasn't even interested in it. Like you ever feel that way? Like you just not interested in it. And so what I did was I had it was a coaching call, okay, with Peach McIntyre. And so I joined the call and stuff like that. And lately, The only thing now that I am doing is focusing on my desires, okay? Focusing on my goals, focusing on the things that I am manifesting. It feels like, the life that I desire for me and my children is like I don't have time to watch somebody else goddamn life. Okay. And nowadays it's like I'm reading all these books. Okay. I'm reading all these books and I'm listening to the audios. And I've been was doing that before, but it's just like a lot I'm a lot more focused. And to the person that's out there, okay, that you may be feeling a certain type of way or whatever it is you got going on, and you just want to be more focused on your goals and your desires and stuff like that. One of the things that I highly, highly recommend is for you to listen to personal development. Okay, personal development where as though it's going to put your mind in a state where as though it's like you just focused on whatever it is that you want to accomplish, whatever it is that you are going to accomplish. Okay. And everything that you tend to do, hey Scott, peace to you, baby, peace to you. Everything that you tend to do, and I'm gonna constantly keep saying this because I remember I had heard Les Brown say this. He said, when you first start off with your dreams, right? When you going after the thing that you are passionate about, right? And I'm paraphrasing. One of the things he said was, is almost like a Chinese bamboo tree. Okay. For the first few years, you're not going to probably see anything. Okay. And that is not to discourage you or to make you feel like, oh, well, I'm going to just throw in the towel. If you're really passionate about whatever it is that you say you passionate about, you're going to show up. Okay. You are going to do it. All right. It's not like even in the cards or in the questions of you giving up. Okay. You're gonna be focused because one of the things that you have to understand and remember is, if you get sidetracked by watching other people's lives and stuff like that, these people, they live in a life. I remember I had heard Eric Thomas, he was saying, people watching the Game of Thrones. And, I will watch the Game of Thrones, okay, because the Game of Thrones was good, right? But one of the things he was saying, and I would listen to Eric Thomas while I was doing Uber. And one of the things he was saying, he was like, you watching the Game of Thrones, and the people who created the Game of Thrones, they don't even watch the Game of Thrones like that. And he was like, you getting so caught up basically watching somebody else live out their dreams while you are doing things that you don't like, while you are stuck in a job that you probably hate. But if you could put that same exact energy and attention into someone else's life and pay attention to them, you could do that stuff for your life. Okay. You could do those same exact things. Okay. And so right now, what I'm about to do, okay, I told my children, I'm like, listen, it's 9 o'clock and I gotta load these videos and I gotta read. Okay. So right now I am reading, Brian Tracy's book, and then I'm gonna write some more goals down and stuff like that, becoming monetized on YouTube. I'm extremely excited about that. And then also I'm reading, and this is what's doing it too. Okay. I tell you guys, I have talked about this book so many times, the Prosperity Bible. Okay. And I'm gonna just read to you guys like some of the things. Like I read this every night, and I read this every morning. Soon as I wake up, like after I meditate and stuff like that, I read this. And so it says, may each reader be now free from that thing which has held him in bondage through the ages, standing between him and his own, and know the truth which makes him free, free to fulfill his destiny, to bring into manifestation the divine design of his life. Health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And then it goes on and it says denials and affirmations. Okay, so if you feeling like, oh well, you being denied of anything or whatever it is, okay, you need to affirm yourself. Okay, and I highly recommend getting this book. Okay, the Prosperity Bible. It says denials and affirmations. God is my unfailing supply, and large sums of money come to me quickly under grace and in perfect ways. So let me tell you something what it does when you keep on saying the same thing, right? The repetition, the affirmations and stuff like that. Remember how I said earlier in the videos that I did earlier today? I said that when you keep on, one of the ways that we was programmed was through repetition. Okay, so if you keep on, when you was a kid, right, learning the one two threes ABCs, and hearing your parents constantly say that it wasn't no money and money don't grow on trees, and money is whatever. Okay, by you constantly hearing it, that went into your subconscious mind. And so if you're a person that believe, well, I have to work extremely hard, right? I have to do things that I don't really enjoy doing. I have to do things in order for me to be successful or whatever it is like that. Okay. You're supposed to enjoy what you're doing. You're supposed to, because one of the things that you need to realize is the successful people who do whatever it is they do, they enjoy what they do. It doesn't even feel like work to them. Okay, as many of them that'll do an interview and they say they love what they do. Okay, they found something where as though they could get paid for doing it, something that they love, where as though they could get paid for doing it. Okay. And so while you read, and what is it going to do when you keep reading the same thing over and over and over again? Okay, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. This is going to be my fourth time reading it. Okay, what it does is it almost plays like this thing on your subconscious mind. Okay, and this is the first book, okay, that I read that actually made me feel like, oh my goodness, I deserve to be a multimillionaire. You get what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, I deserve, my higher self wants this for me, and, things of that nature. So I highly, highly recommend, okay, if you want to change your mindset, if you want to change what you've been getting from life, remember, I always say, you have to do something different. Okay. So it says, God is my unfailing supply, and large sums of money come to me quickly under grace and in perfect ways. For right conditions, every plan my Father in heaven has not planned shall be dissolved and dissipated, and the divine idea now comes to pass. For right conditions, only that which is true of God is true of me, for I and the Father are one. Okay? For faith, as I am one with God, I am one with my good, for God is both the giver and the gift. I cannot separate the giver from the gift. Okay, for right conditions, divine love now dissolves and dissipates every wrong condition in my mind, body, and affairs. Divine love is the most powerful chemical in the universe and dissolves everything which is not of itself. For health, divine love floods my consciousness with health, and every cell in my body is filled with light. For the eyesight, my eyes are God's eyes. I see with the eyes of spirit. I see clearly the open way. There are no obstacles on my path. I see clearly the perfect plan. For guidance, I am divinely sensitive to my intuitive leads and give instant obedience to thy will. For the hearing, my ears are God's ears. I hear with the ears of spirit. I am non-resistant and I am willing to be led. I hear glad tidings of great joy. For right work, I have a perfect work in a perfect way. I give a perfect service for perfect pay. So what that does for me is when I constantly read that, it gives me so much like inspiration, right? It gives me so much inspiration knowing like, oh my goodness, the life I desire is just like, is here. Okay, like is literally here. Okay, and it excites me. It really, really excites me. And then when I'm reading Brian Tracy's book, okay, No Excuses, is really, really fascinating. Is phenomenal because it's like all the pieces. You ever felt like damn, like all the pieces are coming together, right? Or you ever seen like a bunch of synchronicities, certain things that say, this year your income is going to expand more than you expected, like all these different synchronicities. And some people may be like, well, I don't, I see them, but I don't believe in it. That's just a coincidence. Honey, let me tell you something about this here universe. There is no such thing as a coincidence. There is no such thing as a coincidence. So if I can encourage you to do anything, okay, it would be to write down your goals and write down exactly what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, okay, and have fun with it. Another book that I highly recommend is Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks, okay, Esther and Jerry Hicks. That book is a phenomenal read because it have different things where as though like whatever it is, it's called processes. I think that it's called. And whatever it is that you may be feeling. So say for instance, if you feeling like you a little down or whatever it is. And Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. In that book, she has different processes that you can do. And one of the process it would be like, you have $1,000 every day and spend that $1,000. Okay. So you could go online or whatever it is. One of the things that I used to do was I would go on like the Cheesecake Factory, okay, and I would say, oh well, me and my family, we gonna spend, like 100 or something dollars from the $1,000. And this, let me tell you something. You talking about moving your vibration and your energy, this is really what's going to do it. Okay. When you start writing your goals down and you start visualizing exactly the life and everything that you desire, like where is it that you want to shop? You get what I'm saying? Like, where is it that you want to shop? What type of car you want to drive? Okay. Like those things, when you write those things down, you may not even be able to see like, oh, well, how the hell I'm going to manifest that? That is not your business. Okay, don't get caught up on that. Please, honey, do not get caught up on how it's going to come into fruition. When is it going to come? Who's going to bring it to me? Only thing you need to do, and I said this in my earlier video, okay, you just need to write, one second. So only thing you need to do is write down exactly what it is that you want. This is it. Just write down whatever it is that you desire. Okay? Just write it down. And the successful people, I remember hearing Kevin Tredone say this. He said, when you write down, it's something magical about when you write this stuff down. And Peach McIntyre said the same thing. Bob Proctor says the same thing. Okay, it's so many of them that says the same exact thing. Like when you write the stuff down, it does something to the subconscious mind. Okay, and in a book, by Tracy Bryant, one of the things he says is when you start writing down your goals and everything like that, it's almost as if your subconscious mind is start working right away. Okay. To see whatever it is that you desire, it starts setting things up where as though you can manifest it. How many times where as though you was like, all right, I'm gonna write this down. I don't know how the hell it's gonna work out, but I know something gonna come together and it's gonna work out. Honey, I'm about to write some stuff down after I get off here. But how many times you did that and before you know it, things worked out. Okay. Things came together. It just magically came together, right? So continue to dream and whatever it is. Like my goal is to become monetized, okay, very soon, which is going to happen because my watch hours is really good, okay. But that's my goal. And so how could I move a step closer? Family, 1 second. All right, I'm gonna have to end this.